Welcome to Trinity Fusion, an all-new action roguelite releasing into 1.0 right now. That's right, if you're watching this, the game has come out of early access and is getting its full release right now. And if you're interested, you can use my link in the description below to head over to Steam and give it a look in for yourself. But first, you're probably wondering, Beelz, what's the game all about? I'm glad you asked, because let's get in and have a look. But first, a massive thank you to the entire team behind Trinity Fusion for sponsoring this video. Now, first things first, there is a difficulty selector. This is really good for those who might be new to action roguelikes in general, or those who are looking for a more forgiving experience and want to enjoy the story of the game. Now, if you flick down through all of these different headings, you can see a description as to what these changes actually do. So, for example, you'll begin each attempt with a heal restore item, and enemies are less aggressive. If we flick over to veteran, there's no changes done whatsoever here, and as it says, it is recommended for experienced players and those already familiar with the genre. This is the one I'm going to start with, but just know that if you are new or looking for, you know, a little bit of an easier time, the survivor difficulty is here, and you can change these difficulties once you start the game. So at any point, you can decide, nah, I'm going to bump up the difficulty or go back down. Furthermore, there is a hardcore mode that you need to win in veteran mode to unlock. But once again, you can see all of the new additions and how that's going to make the game harder if you're looking for a more challenging time.
We created the multiverse in our hubris, each world with a singular purpose serving the whole. The underworld, full of life, bursting with resources. The overworld, orderly, a factory world with everything in its perfect place. The hyperworld, where science and art spun out to the limits of inspiration. And Prime, the center, organizing it all. Prime, where we enjoyed what we'd wrought. For a while, but we lost control. The hyperworld went first. Its citizens changed themselves beyond recognition into superior beings, the E-word. The machines rose up and overthrew us in the overworld. And the underworld fell into chaos, ravaged by beasts, grown to massive size by the same life energies that had made the world so fertile and so rich. What's happening now is worse. Without Prime to organize it, the multiverse fell out of balance. It's collapsing, a chain reaction that will destroy us all. It's too late to stop it. Our only hope is to control the collapse, to fuse the universes back into one, save what we can. Maya, you're the only one who can travel all four worlds fast enough to make it happen. Will you help us?
I will.
And we're in, yes, 2D action roguelite. You can see the environment is just immediately one of the big standout features here. You've got all the different multiversal worlds, as it explained, and yes, we are going to be jumping and traveling through all of these. There's a lot of really high-end sci-fi, multiversal, traversal, just goodness in here. If you're someone who enjoys, as you can see, I'm kind of demonstrating the mobility as we're just racing through, and I'm getting this little introduction bit going. Oh, combat. Smack a few dudes, yeah. Oh, it's very, very snappy, dude. It's fast. I like it. Feels good. No, sir. Ooh, I didn't even mean to do that. I meant to go past him, but I went under. Nice. Nice. But the gimmick of the game, the main premise, is that, as you were explained in the beginning, we have the multiverses, and we have Maya, who is in charge of fixing things. However, hello. Special worm thing distracting me. As I'm explaining, the gimmick, oh, I can shoot, is that Maya has alternate selves in each of these multiverses, and our task is to use the different versions of her, which represent the different classes of the game, to effectively save everything by going through each of their multiversal areas and beating the, you know, the final big bad boss of each particular area and rescuing the multiverse. Which is... No, I will shoot you. Which is a very, 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 very cool idea, because while it also gives you a lot of interactive agency with your main character, you understand that, you know, you've got one girl effectively, but multiple versions of her. So it leans itself into having a multiple class idea and identity without taking away your attachment to your main character, which is a very cool thing to do. In other games, it might be done in a way where you don't get any attachment to your character whatsoever, or they're so hard stuck into one that you can't really vary them up too much besides their weaponry. This one goes a step further in that not only are the weapons varied based on what class you are, but their personalities are slightly different as well, and their appearance reflects that. It's a very cool idea. Now we have a loot crate that we've just opened up, and we get a new weapon, we get a rifle, we can replace our pistol that we start with this very, very cool little automatic plasma cannon right here. Very, very nice, very, very nice. Up the ladder. I can't get in there unless I shoot straight up. Whack this open. Adrenaline shot. Boost movement speed for a short time. Now, in a very cool twist, all of the consumables and special skills are on the D-pad, and you can see down in the bottom middle right there, you've got, if you press the up direction on the D-pad, that consumes my healing item, and down will use that booster we just got. So I'm going to save that. Dodge past this guy. You can see the enemy's attacks have a nice telegraph. They flash red before they actually do their moves. Except I will say, this large, floating, flying, tentacly looking dude, he moves in a very exaggerated pattern, and some enemies will do that. Like, they start off with showing you enemies that are designed to be a little bit easier to handle. Oh, I see that. You see this? See this? Whoop. Trying to hide it from me. You cannot hide it. Ah, there's a health restore, but I can't hold more than one. So what I might do is collect the weaker 25% health restore, and if I want to, I can't. I thought I could just waste it. Hang on, let me go get hit by something first. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go and get clocked by something. Aim that shot. No, I can't get back up from there now. I was going to show you, but I'm doing too good at the tutorial. I'm not getting hit by anything. Let me just shoot this fellow real quick. You can see there's a yellow stagger bar under every enemy's life bar. If that stagger bar reaches full, they become, you know, stunned, dazed for a little bit, and gives you a good opportunity, good window to really cause some harm. See, he staggers, we beat him up. It's very, very, very good. Open this up and we get the banner shield. This creates an energy field that provides us with temporary invulnerability. Since I can't have two, I'm going to activate my booster and then take this. Come back in, go further down our elevator. These are little battery stations. They're designed purely to be hit to recharge your resource, which you can see under my health bar, which is where my ammo comes in. It's rechargeable by just hitting enemies with your melee, so range attacks are just spammable until you run out. If I fire a lot until I run out, I'm empty. I have no energy. I can't shoot anymore. Slap a couple of guys, and then eventually it'll build up. If I activate my banner, there we go. So I have temporary invulnerability while inside. A guy tried to shoot me, but, you know, he failed. Big boy. You are a big boy. My banner's gone. This guy doesn't have a stun bar under him, so we know we can't rely on that. Nope. 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 Luckily, I can dodge into the corner and get around that. Look at the size of this boy over here. Hello, sir. You are a big fella. Don't like that. Now, I want to show that I have... That's going to shoot at me, isn't it? Yeah. 1, 2... Well, 1, 2, 3... I've got a 3-hit string right there. I've got air straight attacks, and I think I have air down attacks as well. Yeah, I've got my down air attack. Stop, sir. He slows with every time he hits me. Ooh, you're mean. I can't shoot those, can I? No, I can't. We just dodge them. It's fine. This actually gives me a chance to show you my heal. And I think I have... If I know how to do it, I should have a combo I can do with that. And you can see the evade right there. It will actually tell you when you've successfully evaded an attack, because there are effects that will activate based on dodging through attacks properly. I'm just going to shoot you a bunch, sir. I don't think those do damage. I think they just slow you. Bang, bang, bang. Now, as you can see, something that I wanted to kind of showcase a little bit better there, but didn't, is that if you shoot an enemy or hit an enemy in areas where they're not vulnerable, the damage seems to be blue, and that indicates that they don't take full damage from that. But if you hit them in the areas where they're weaker, you'll get normal colors, just white or whatnot, and it will indicate that you're doing normal damage.
What's going on? We're losing the link to Maya's hyperworld self.
Oh dear.
Something's interfering, but we've got her pattern. We'll be able to recall her. Sindara, refocus the machine on the underworld. We'll try again there.
There you go. Here are the girls themselves. All the different versions. You saw from the dialogue they lost touch with the hyperworld self. That's one we were just as. I think that was Naira. And I can come over here and we can see this is Altara, and a good chance for me to show you the interface for the character select over here. So we have the name on the right, all of our stats and whatnot on the right side, and we have on the left our weapons. There's slots down here for all of our consumables and abilities. There's slots over here for all the amplifier slots and passives and things like that. But the more important part that we want to look at right now is the weapon. We have a plasma blade and the orbitars. The plasma blade, pretty cool sword. This version of my Altara is kind of like the Tech Whiz, I want to say. She's got a nice little double jump. She's got a good dash. She's fast. That's like the main thing about this one, is she's very quick. And if you practice a little bit, you kind of get good at this really fast mobility thing that I'm really a big fan of, which is like dashing very low to the ground and then going straight into a slide when you touch the ground. It's very, very nice and just leads into some really good mobility. Now, with her particular range attack, I can fire a single attack at them like that. Oh, we're getting feedback.
What was that? I felt something.
Sir?
It became personal with me.
Hear me? There's... to the lens.
Lens.
Head north, quickly.
North.
I haven't heard a human voice for months. Maybe I'm finally going crazy.
Now, something I want to say, I don't know if it's all the same actress, which would make sense if it's the same actress voicing all the different versions of herself. But if it is, she's doing a fantastic job because I can't tell. I'm not sure. They sound similar enough, but I don't know. Now, as I was saying, her particular range weapon is unique in that it can charge up. And when it's fully charged, it fires multiple... Oi, don't be rude. Ah, we didn't get to see it because he was rude. It fires multiple balls that will all home around the enemy that you shoot it at. Stop that. Before eventually collapsing in and taking care of our foe. We just get around up here. Hello, cuteness. We'll do it to this guy. Charge it up. Pew. It's very nice. It's very, very nice. Can I reach from here? Oh, wait. No, I'm not going to waste that. There is a soft lock-on, which I'm very appreciative of. I did it again. I did it again. We're trading range hits, and I'm losing in these trades because I'm not moving in time. Now, here is where the main core of the upgrade system comes in. These are amplifiers, and at the top you can see there are different categories for these amplifiers. Filling in all three of the little pips underneath each one of them. You can see at the top it's flashing that little green. If you fill them all in, you'll get a special synergy upgrade, which is very, very, very good, and you want to hunt those down. But in just normal context, taking each of these upgrades will normally offer a different thing. The blue one over here, scavenger, coins, 10% more money. They kind of have themes to them. So this one, that color, the blue color, is a lot of monies, and even the icon is like a stocks going up skull. Over here we have retaliation. This seems to be based on the icon being a low life heart, either things that happen when you get hurt or are low on health. And then over here we have the Seeking Wisp. Rapidly defeating enemies with a melee weapon will spawn seeking projectiles that hunt down nearby enemies. Sounds good. This is a very damage-focused tree by the looks of it. I'm going to take this and we'll move forward. And I don't have enough energy, so I can't fire off my cool homing balls. So instead... No, sir, don't do that. We got a... Oh, you see my little homing wisp sphere going after dudes? Oh, just smack that dude right in the head. No, sir. Come over here and... If I only charge it a little bit, I don't have to fire all of them. I can choose how many of them I want to shoot. That thing just took off. Did that actually just go and find a guy and hit him? No, little dude. Oh, that's way too much for you. You didn't need that kind of treatment. I'm sorry. No. No. Avoid that. He's trying to smack me in melee. No, not going to happen, buddy. Oos. Oh, I didn't dodge fast enough. Here, let's... Whoa, I cancelled it. Fire some of these. Oh, little guy ate it for him. There we go. They are actual projectiles. If other enemies come into contact with them while they're swirling around a guy, they will get hurt. Oh dear. Oh dear. There's a little dude down here. spitting balls up into the sky. We don't want that to get us. We'll get rid of that guy first. Fella just dropped us some new loot. Ooh. Fire that. Take that. That should take care of you. Now, what do we got over here? Wrist claws. I love claws. I get to feel like Wolverine. Now, this gives me a small chance to talk about power. On the weapon screen, you can see on the right next to the icon, it has power 1, power 2 on the wrist claws. This is kind of an indicator of your overall level and the level of the weapon. Because if I come out, on the left, down the bottom left next to where my weapons are, it shows a little bar that's glowing with white that fills up, and it goes to number 2. And when that reaches full, I level up to level 3. And you'll find gear in your runs dependent on what level you become. There's also different effects and perks and things like that that will come into the game later that all rely on your power level. But initially, the important thing to remember is power is important because it tells you the overall strength of a weapon. It's like a weapon's own level. So clearly, power 2 wrists, better than power 1 sword. We'll take that. Let's open this up. In addition to that, they also fight differently. So the claws have a very cool slashing thing, and actually this is a good chance to show you the combos. At the bottom of each weapon, it will show you what kind of attack patterns they have. So it shows that we have endless jabs. If we just keep hitting square, and you can see I was doing that just before, she just keeps going. Over here on the plasma blade, you can see that there is a slash slash, and then holding up and doing attack on the third as this kind of spinning forward movement, whereas normally she just does a 1, 2, 3 with a little twirl at the end. So some of these weapons will come with different combos that you may want to use. Also the down slash, I showed you that before, that you may want to use depending on what your preferred playstyle are. Every weapon will have new combos or different ways to use them, and that's also like intimately tied to which character you play, because different characters will find certain weapons. So there's a lot of variety here into what you can pick. Movement speed increase or currency. These are chips. We want these. You can see on the right side we've got one more chip now. My first chip in the entire run. We just got an orb. Whoa! That's a... Ow, I'm getting bullied by that guy right there. This is a nasty combination. But if I get rid of that guy... This guy's got a big set of shields for arms. And I can't dodge past him while he's got the shields up. That's an important detail. I missed with most of them. They're getting stuck on the ceiling. At least he can't get me either. Thankfully, I can kind of slash upwards. Or I can just cut out the middleman and jump up here and just get him. Now, how would one get in there if one wanted to get in there? Seems as though I cannot. So we're going to go up here instead. Take a get. Oh, we found the ladder leading back up to... I need to go to my map. Ah, look, it's the map where I get to see all the good mappy things. What a good excuse to open up the map. We've been up here before, so there's no need. We come down. I don't think I can get in here with what I've got right now. I think I need some special perks or upgrades or something, unless... No, I don't think I can. I'll have to come back. Now, that might be related to fusion, which I'll explain when we get to it, but the name of the game isn't just to, you know, sound cool, but fusion really does take place in the game. Cursed loot! Yay, we love cursed loot. We get a high-level piece of gear or some sort of item, but we also get a curse when opening it. And there's our curse. So until we reach an exit, our dash cooldown is extended by 1 second, but what's our piece of gear? Flame Pillar, a new range weapon for us. This has a higher... What is it? Weapon is more likely to crit against enemies taking damage over time. This weapon also sets dudes on fire, so it has its own synergy baked into it. We're going to replace our power 1 weapon with a power 5 flame pillar. Now, before I do this, you can see just very quickly by eyeballing down to where my weapons are in the bottom left corner, each of my weapons has a little down arrow. In fact, my range weapon has 2 down arrows on the picture. That is telling us that those weapons are under-leveled for our total level. Now, what level is Altara? She is level 3 right now. My weapon is level 1. That's why there's 2 red arrows there to tell us that there's a 2-level gap in between our level and our weapon's level. So if I equip this Flame Pillar, which is power 5, that's why the Curse Loot's good, because we can get weapons much higher level than what we already are. We've now got 2 green arrows. So just by a glance, you can see what's in date and what's out of date in terms of your gear. I'm going to jump down here and throw this flame pillar and whoa, everyone gets nuked immediately. Look at that. It's marvelous. Fantastic. We have the banner shield that gives us temporary invulnerability. We also have resources. I'm going to grab the banner shield just so I have something to use. Zip on back over, zip on past this guy, bait him, throw fire. Enemies walk into fire. We leveled up. We're level 4. Now, important detail. You won't get all of your life back when you level up. This is something that happens during runs. You will not get your your health restored with your level up, but by the looks of it, you do get all of your energy back, which is very, very handy. It means that you can play around that, and if you know you're close to leveling up, you can, and probably should, use up all of your energy before you level up. My dodge cooldown means I can't do my cool movement. Ooh, here we go. We're lucky. We found a dual amplifier bay. So now we get to take options that are very powerful, that also give double synergy. So you can see up the top, by hovering over the healing grenade, we're going to get 1 into the green, which helps with healing and support, and 1 into the orangey color, which, as we've already taken one before, is a very damage-oriented perk, I want to say. So getting hurt temporarily increases our damage. 5% chance to produce a healing orb on enemy's death, which detonates and heals. So if we're close, not only will it hurt enemies, but it heals us. That's very, very cool. We also have the Spoiled Striker. Base damage is increased for money that we hold. So up to 10% total max damage, but 2% per 100. Looks like 500 coins is where it caps out, but 10% more max damage. Pretty good. However, I'm going to do what I say that you should do in every rogue that you first start playing when you're not used to it yet, and try and focus on some defensive upgrades, perks, items, whatever it is that you can get. Take some defensive stuff in the beginning to help you experience and get further in your run so you can start to learn better. I know taking a glass cannon build right out the gate might sound like a really good idea, but if you die too early, you won't get a chance to know what you need to do. And this machine allows us to fuse. Oh, so we can fuse with Naira or we can fuse with Kara. These are the other 2 versions of ourselves. We had Naira in the very beginning for the tutorial section, and then we lost contact, and then we've come over to Altara. And we have Kara, who we haven't actually seen yet. So what I might do is fuse with Naira, but the idea is you can't really tell because you haven't seen the other characters' outfits that much, but fusing actually fuses their outfits together. This is not what Kara normally looks like. In fact, it's not even her hairstyle. However, if we fuse with Naira, we get Naira's hairstyle, and our outfits kind of merge together and become like a half-half of each. But we are fusing ourselves with ourselves. Naira. So it's going to pull up in a little menu here and show us that if we use L2, we can use our weapon select. That's because we now have access to additional things that would normally be restricted to each character individually. But by fusing them, we're opening up the pool of options to whatever both characters could find. And we can select and pick which one. Whether or not, now that I've fused, am I now still Altara or am I Naira? And if I come in, it shows that we are Altara plus Naira in our character name in the upper right there. Now, the little pink crystal thing on the screen, as I'm running past it and not explaining, is a teleporter. That lets us teleport to other pink crystals on the map to get fast travel. I have not found any other ones just yet, so we're just going to hoof it back up here. I can't sell items on the ground just yet, but that is an upgrade perk that I will get later on. But do not worry, if you're someone who sees me walking past all these items on the ground, not doing anything with them, and thinking to yourself, what are you doing? Eventually, don't worry, eventually it will happen. Now, Airborne Striker. My damage decreased to airborne targets. While I'm airborne, specifically, actually, no, that's a bad way to word it. I'm airborne, I do more damage. They don't have to be, I have to be. Very good for if you've got like a lot of multi-hit attacks in the air, I'd say, or if you like jumping and shooting a lot. Diminishing returns, 50% more max life, but healing effects are half as effective. Pretty decent, but I have the opportunity over here to max out my orange tree and get a synergy effect going. So if I take Electric Grave, beat an enemy, they might spawn traps on the ground that will hurt other enemies. We take it, and we get a new power-up. So Adrenaline Rush. Rapidly defeating enemies will temporarily increase my movement speed. So now I go faster. Oh, don't. Oh. Mean combination, sir. Burn. I tried to move forward enough to kind of tag him there, but I wasn't... Oh, I dodged through the second, but got hit by the third. No, sir, enough of that. Hello, my little friend. Die! We hit the wall really hard there. Now, I can show you the teleporter. You just open it up and you can, you know, fly back to wherever it was you were before. I don't need to. We're good. No, No. I'm gonna do a jumping flame shot right there. Oh, did you... That was actually pretty cool. Wait. This dude died the flame pillar, and my heat-seeking, like, fireball flew out and killed the flying guy for me. That was pretty nice. Radial blast. Oh, damages all enemies on screen. That's really nice, but I've already got one that's tied to my down. So I might have to replace it for now. I'm gonna come forward. Hang on. Instead of using my banner, I'm gonna come in here. And if I use that item... Bang. It'll just mess up all the dudes on the screen. No. I don't like small flying enemies. Whoa. Hello. Whoa. Walk over that trap. Burn. Die. Something. Nope. Perish. Don't like you. He is not beat, is he? Yep, no, he's still moving. Perish. So invisibility. This is an ability. This isn't just an equipable piece of consumables. This is an actual ability that has a cooldown. So we can cloak ourselves and make ourselves invisible. Now you'll find that all of the abilities are tied to left and right on the D-pad, and consumables are tied to up and down. Up, I think, is exclusively for healing, whereas down is like fun consumable things like the banner that we found. I'm going to come back and grab. Also, I'm showing off, I think Naira has Wall Cling as a natural perk that she has. I'm not 100% sure, but I think she does, because before I fused with her, I wasn't able to Wall Cling, but now that I've fused, I can Wall Cling. It's another benefit of choosing who you want to fuse with, is you'll gain new perks passively, not just weapon variety, but passive perks. It's pretty wild. Now, if I cloak myself up, they don't know I'm here. Burning their butts. Very nice. Actually, a fella down there is going to be an absolute that was my grenade! My healing grenade, thank you. Crack this open, and we get another banner that I don't need, so I'll get some resources instead. I have not needed to use my banner just yet. That's my invulnerability banner, is it? Yeah. Temporary invulnerability in a 5-meter radius. Sounds good. Oh, I didn't have it. Oh, I went back into it. Fine. Die. I didn't drop his grenade thing. That's a shame. We have a lightning katana. Electrocute enemies. Power 5. Yeah, I'll take it. We've also got a shop space right here where I can buy stuff. So I could buy a scythe if I want. I just got a lightning katana. I don't really need that. I could get the defense grid, which I believe is a ranged weapon upgrade. Would replace my flame pillar. Does less damage, but has way more range and has a better energy cost. It doesn't cost anywhere near as much. However, my flame pillar sets dudes on fire, has a higher chance of critting against dudes that are already afflicted with a status effect. Well, a damage over time effect, which I believe my lightning katana does. Oh, and there's also a healing thing right here, and I might take the heal, to be honest. I completely just... Oh, hello.
What? Who are you?
Yes, please explain, Tentacle Lord, and... I gotta admit, I like the dude in the back. The art style, right? I'm gonna say right now, I don't know what the actual inspirations are behind the visual design of the game, but it reminds me a lot of like classic sci-fi, like Metropolis and Tron and things like that. It's got a very rustic feel. It's not all like, you know, it's not too compromised by like chrome and reflected surfaces. It's like gritty and metallic. I like it. It's a good it's a strong metal kind of feel. It's hard to describe, but I like it. It's like old Transformers versus new Transformers. It's got that boxy feel to it. It feels good.
One of the engineers, I presume. I should have expected to see you making some doomed effort to clean up your mess. The viewer have never consented to your short-sighted designs for the multiverse. We are superior beings, and we will save ourselves.
Superior beings that have voice boxes that still sound like radio. Yeah, sure.
And the machine stand in the dictator. You will not be controlled by your kind again. The lens is now under our control. If you approach it, then you will be stopped. This is your only warning.
I disagree. So if I come into here, I can move into the next area, the wastes. I'm in the wastes. We head up. Now, each character's universes all look different. They've got different enemies. The characters themselves have different weapons and different things that they can get. There's a lot of differences between the different environments. We happen to be in, I believe, Altara's underworld, universe right now, which is why it's got a lot of fleshy monsters and a lot of nasty critters, and it's all like barren and more lifey than it has robots. There are still robots here, but there's a lot more flesh creatures, if you kind of get my drift. So, vengeance, non-elite enemies that harm me are highlighted, and strikes against highlighted dudes are guaranteed to crit. When you open a special or curse chest, you restore some health. Sounds kind of nice, actually, and I get to upgrade my healing perks a little bit more. Explosive evasion. If you dodge through attacks, stick a small explosive to your attacker. Now, like I said earlier, if you just dodge normally, it's fine, but if you dodge through an attack, it'll say evade, which tells you that you successfully did that. If you meet that condition, it seems we'll stick a sticky bomb on our target. However, I've already got 1 in green, and health insurance sounds kind of nice. I want to get that green to 3. So even if I just get it at 2, if I find, say, a dual amplifier, I might be able to get that leveled up now. Burn! Yeah, like I said, fleshy enemies. There's some fleshy... Whoa, you exploded into a lot of... Oh! Fun-looking little... Ugh. What are you, sir? Calm down.
Locked on. Finally. Listen, my name is Maya. I'm your counter self. The version of you that lives in Prime.
Nice.
I'm working for the engineers. There's an emergency, and I need your help.
See, even Maya and how she's locked in, she looks like she's wearing a Tron suit, right? I love this aesthetic. I don't know why. I like it. And even, you can see the visual fidelity in the background. Like, it's got this kind of, like, glitchy, not quite there, but it is there kind of quality to it while we're talking to her.
They're actually real? Look, if you can get me out of here, I'll help with anything. What's the emergency?
I'll explain as we go. It's about the whole multiverse. First, we need to get a device. A lens. It should be north of here. Keep going.
I will keep going. But first, let me look at these lightning axes. So I hit enemies and they become electrocuted. They've got a different moveset. But by the looks of it, my lightning katana is still just better. We get a duo amplifier. No, there's no green here. Come on, man. I was planning it. I was going to have it pop off. I was going to get a green and something else and look like I knew exactly what I was doing. So if I dodge through an attack, we can slow enemies. Pretty cool. Would have been good synergy if I did take the sticky bomb upgrade. The game is laughing at me. Well spent. If I use a consumable item, I get a 50% damage boost for 10 seconds. Very nice if I do pop that banner that I've got, so I can be immune to damage and just pop off and go ham. Ability cooldowns are reduced by 1 second after beating an enemy, so that would be my invisibility that I've got. I'm going to go with well spent first, though, because, yeah, I think the combo of activating my banner and... Hang on. If I go invisible and sneak up on this guy, set him on fire real quick, just ambush this poor dude. Oh. Full damage is a no. Lucky me, full damage is one of my great nemesis. Wow. Okay, they just stood there and just ate that. All right, go for it, dude. Go for it. Holy crap, that's hideous. Don't. Oh, you nibbly. Invisible. Kill this thing. I don't like that. Sir. Yeah, something I've noticed. Air dodges go much further in actual, like, literal range, like distance. Ground dodges don't travel as far. And it's a quick little slide. So if you're really worried about getting past enemy attacks, maybe jump dodge has longer iframes. Whereas ground dodge is like a quick dodge, so it's like get through something and start attacking much quicker. But I do like the jump in from the air attack, from the air dodge. It's very nice. Scythe, final hit is a crit when there's only one enemy nearby. It's just not quite enough. Oh my god. What is that? What is, you know what? I'm gonna activate my damage absorption banner. I get a small heal from my grenade going off. I'm gonna pop my heal, get a big fat chunk back because I don't trust. Oh no. I think you fell at the wrong time, guy. You tried. Whoa, this thing. No, sir, no. No. Status elements are very, very nice, very, very handy, and I do have a preference to them, admittedly. Oh my god, that guy flew at me so fast. I was not expecting Captain Flies-a-lot so quickly. Let me get in here. Let me get this. We've got a heal on offer and resources. I've used my heal. I don't have another one, so I'm going to bring a new one with me. Whoa. I was kind of just in awe at his visage. I was too busy looking at him. I was doing too much looking and not enough killing. There we go. He got stunned. He got stunned. He couldn't keep his shield up. Laser beam. Okay, it's time for the laser beam. Look at the damage difference, dude. It costs 50, but that's barely a difference. Enemies hit become electrocuted, and there's a 25% chance to stick an explosive on them. Yes, please, dude. I'm going to pop this heal real quick. I know I waste my 10 seconds of extra damage by doing that, but I'll do it now. It doesn't matter. Ooh. What do I want to take? I could take isolated. Enemies that haven't got any other enemies nearby receive more damage. This would be really good for boss fights. Anyone who's on their own, or just tough elite enemies that I've, you know, dealt with at the end after I take care of all their friends. Volatile strikes. Beating an enemy has a chance to explode. 50% chance for them to explode and deal fire damage to nearby enemies. Or projectiles are reduced by 70% in speed when they get close to me. I want isolated. Let me do more damage to solo enemies. Oh, gives me a chance to show you the big laser that just seems to instantaneously stagger that guy. Sick. They are weak. Okay, laser beam is kind of fun. Laser beam is kind of disgusting. Come down in here, open this up, and see, I would have missed this if I didn't do some backtracking. Critical shocker. Landing a crit makes the enemy shocked. That sounds great. Lose coins instead of life when I get hit. No, I'd rather die than lose my money. That's actually a silly thing to say, but still. Spawn a damaging shockwave every time an ability cooldown ends. So when my cooldown for my invisibility ends, I'll fire off a shockwave. I kind of like... See, I would go for the blue just to get my blue synergy closer to being finished. I don't know. I think shocking enemies whenever I land a crit's kind of nice. Go for some crit synergy, you know? Critical strike is kind of my vibe, dude. I kind of like it. Run up over here, except we know that there's something special down here because there's a color going on. Aha! It's my shop. I didn't need to do that. I just did it because I wanted to. So if you see the colored areas on the map, usually it's something important or something useful that might be worth your while. Ooh. Okay, so I kind of want to buy some health and an ice short sword. Ooh. Okay, so my laser is already inflicting electrocute, and if I crit, I inflict it. This is a big damage increase. It inflicts crit against enemies who are chilled or frozen. This already inflicts chill on its own, so I have guaranteed crits. That's an insane bit of synergy right there, dude. I'm going to buy a new heal. Wait, this sword just guarantee crits with itself? Wild. That's a big bug, dude. Oh yeah, they can't move. They can't move! Crazy! Gain a barrier that absorbs 2 hits. I like it. I like it. Aha! Trying to hide this from me, huh? Now, what do I get? Critical vampire. Godlike. I'm healed for 1% of the critical damage I deal. So if I'm guaranteed critting with my weapon now, there's no way to lose. There's no way to lose. The Perfectionist Striker is fun, but this also gets me my green that I was telling you about. It's too good. We're doing a vampire build. Delayed reward. Healing items are more effective and grant additional base damage. Ooh. That's going to synergize with my thing that already gives me more damage whenever I use a heal anyway. Or an item in general. But half of the healing will occur slowly over time. Getting hurt ends healing early, so my healing bonus is doubled, and I get a 40% base damage increase. But I do have to wait a little bit for the heal to take effect over time. That's fine, dude. You think I mind? That's fine. I'm going to go invisible. Bang. Bang. I'm gonna go invisible real quick and shoot those guys. They didn't see the stealth archer build coming out of nowhere. That's right, I'm bringing it back, baby. Oh, he's so slow. I bully you. Bang. Bang. Now, I'm gonna open it first before I kill those guys because the curses might require me to kill enemies. No, it's just to collect 100 coins. I don't get a mini-map for now. Oh, nasty. But I get Spectral Swords, which is an ability. And I'll just show you what it does. Look, dude. I've got cool Spectral Blades. Ow, 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 don't hurt me. If I come into an enemy, I can... He's just going to sit there with that shield on. Look at him. What if I do this, though? I can't get past him. Help, help, help. Aha! Oh, he's blocking me. Yeah, that's right. You deserve it. Notice I got all my health back after getting hit, dude. Oh, it's working. I've already got 40 bucks out of the 100 that I need. I'm at the end anyway. Underworld lands. So my map entirely is off limits. Look at this. I can still see where points of interest are, but I can't see the layout of the land. Oh, no.
You are warned. The lens is ours now.
No.
If you proceed, then you will be destroyed.
You'll be destroyed.
Fought off all sorts of raging animals with less than what I have now. I can fight you.
She's kind of like the Mad Max of the group, isn't she? She's kind of like out in the middle of nowhere in the desert with gadgets and machinery. She's talking about fighting off raging animals.
Oh, you won't be fighting us. We knew the engineers would make pests of themselves. We've devised a defense system
Have you now?
that should be quite sufficient to the purpose of destroying you. Goodbye, human.
How funny, because their type, the Ewer, is it? Their type were human. They just enhanced themselves so much that they can't really be considered human anymore, and yet that's exactly what they are. They're just humans that made themselves more machine-like. Oh dear. Hello? Funny looking little guy. I'm gonna activate my swords real quick. You're about to do something I don't like, aren't you? Need to shoot him with my giant laser. Let's activate my barrier real quick. That absorbs 2 hits, right? Oh, we got full on frozen. Dude, he's getting destroyed. He's getting destroyed, dude. I'm sorry?
We did it. We got the lens. Now move this lever, and this button, and that's it. The lens is back in focus. Look at that. It's showing us the overworld.
Overworld was the factory place, right?
I've never seen anything like that.
Hyperworld's where the robots are from.
Wait, there's something else here.
Hello, though.
A communication device? I've never seen anything like this either. Looks useful. I'm going to take it.
If it shows younglings, don't look.
Listen to me carefully. If you found this message, you're formidable enough to potentially solve this crisis.
Okay, Mr. Smooth Voice.
The engineer's plan is not without flaw. I have an alternate proposal. Keep this device, and I will contact you again.
What? What does he mean?
I don't know. But I do know one thing. You can't trust an Ewer.
Filthy Ewer. I love the robot racism. It's very Warhammer. I like it. Total health increase. This is a reward. 75. I also get a drone teleport. Yeah. A nifty little teleporter drone fell that will help us get to high areas. I can't believe how quickly that guy just died. I think
So your bosses are
Frost and
telling me
Chill might be
Artemis
good.
are somewhere deeper in these caves?
Yeah, it was supposed to be well protected under all this rock. We might have to go pretty far in.
Well, I'm just letting you know. It gets more dangerous as it goes.
I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does, but that's fine, because what we'll deal with and do... Also, we got bonus damage on that guy because he was on his own. Unless in the second phase it was counted as multiple enemies because he... No, it was still 1 health bar. Definitely got more damage on him, I think. If I take Finishing Blow now, I'll finish this tier off. But if I take Backstab, I finish the crit tier off. Crit chance goes up by 30% higher when hitting a guy from behind. I get guaranteed crits at my weapon though, but what if I don't keep my weapon? You deal bonus damage to enemies with less than 30% total health left. I'll get this one first. We'll get the crit synergy one next. I really want to see what this unlocks. Rampage, an extra 15% damage for 5 seconds after beating 2 enemies. So we go on a spree. The more dudes we beat, the easier it is to beat future dudes. I like it. No. Look at him trying to hit me in slow motion, dude. Bang, bang. Oh my god. Dude. That is amazing. And they dropped the heal restore for me. Oh, here we go. I get my crit. Let's see. Enemies defeated have a 30% chance to stun nearby enemies. 20% bonus to healing effect. Ooh. Although, this one's not bad. Non-elite enemies that hit me get guaranteed crit afterwards. It's not bad. It's just that we don't need it because we're doing guaranteed crits almost all the time right now anyway. But that's because of my main weapon. If I lose it, then it doesn't matter. I want this for the synergy. Crit Slayer. When you deal critical damage to non-boss enemies, there's a 20% chance to kill them instantly. Really? Seems kind of good. Those guys explode when they die. Oh. This contains a partial heal restore. I've got extra healing all over the place. I don't need all that. Don't. This looks like a nest. Yep, let's get rid of that. Hello, sir. Oh. Take all that. Oh, not you. Nice. 1, 2, 3, and then... Oh, there's the 4th hit. I see the up launch. It just doesn't launch him because he's too big. Yeah, get zapped. Oh my god. I didn't need to use any of my skills or whatnot. They just fell apart, dude. This is really strong. I may have accidentally got myself a pretty strong build. Oh, wait. No, I just took damage because this little thing exploded. He spat out goo. Give me my duo. Let's see. The 1-2 punch. After using any ability, the next attack is guaranteed to crit. Don't really need that. It's good, but I don't really need it. Defeating enemies with one of your equipped weapons increases the damage of your other weapons for a short time. So that would mean that if I beat enemies with my laser, my sword gets stronger, or if I beat enemies with my sword, my next laser gets stronger. That's pretty nice. Or the slowdown dash is still there, but I want my damage to go up. I think I've got a decent chunk of survivability. I now need the big deeps. Bang. Okay. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, but in the bottom left, after I'd fused, I believe, I got access to a gun. I got a repeater over here. I think that's after I fused, right? Because that's meant to be where we have all of our weapon and item selection stuff over here where we can change things if we want to. But I don't need to because that repeater pistol is very underlevel for where I am right now. Give me some of the Orbeez, I guess. But as we... Bang. Wow, you're tough. He didn't stun at all. He didn't care. Bang. 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 Wow, they all died from the homing missiles. Sick. Now, none of these are on the verge of upgrading. The only one that I've got a point in so far is the orange one. Beating enemies with one of your equipped weapons increases the attack speed of the other. That's synergized with the damage increase one we just got. Increase maximum life by 1 point whenever we get hurt, up to a max of 100 bonus. After clearing an arena, if below 30% of your max life, you are healed to that amount. That's okay, but I do like the variety speedster option here. This is pretty good. It means that our next attack for our... Sir? Hello? Oh! Everyone else is immune to damage while in the bubble. Well, isn't that nice for... He grabbed me! No, grenade! Aw, man. Alright, it's fine. We'll make do. Dude, that speed! Okay, that speed is not to be messed with. No, stop my laser cannon. Oh, you got hit from all the way over here, dude? I'm sorry. I've got 2,000 bucks to spend. Give me something amazing. Plasma Blade M. It's a decent boost to damage. However... damage you deal and damage you suffer and damage you inflict are increased while equipped. Pretty cool. Setting those on fire is pretty nice, but this thing freezes and crits automatically. I just don't think it's gonna beat it anytime soon. Inflict freeze on all on-screen enemies. You know, just as a thing to use, it seems fine. I'll pop the heal and then buy a new... Oh, the heal is still... Dude, look at... It's still healing over time. Oh, my heal is insane. I can wall jump so I can actually make it up here. And we come to one of these. Now, because I'm already fused, I don't think you can fuse more than once. So this thing now offers items and weapons. Bonus damage against non-elite enemies. That's a very strong shotgun, but still, my laser cannon though. Plasma rifle. It automatically crits dudes who are on fire, which is pretty good synergy with the flame sword that was down there, actually. But I'm not freezing dudes that way. And don't, you know, the rule of thumb, if it's not broke, don't fix. My build isn't bad, it's not broken, it's actually really good, so I'll keep with it. Now, I can't dodge roll while I'm in water. Which, yes, is about as awful as it sounds. Oh my god. Here, do this. I can activate this. I can do that. There we go. Bully this guy. So I've got to be very careful. Pop the freeze. Was that a... I think that was the... Ooh. I think we just got... Ooh. Max life increase. Thank you. I think we just saw the insta-killer dude with a crit happen. Oh, hello, Underworld Harmonizer. Oh, yeah, there's down there and to the right. Yeah, here we go. Ah. You can't stop me. Give me the muns. Perish. Oh, poor little dude got knocked into the... Oh, no. Teleporter and the in-between. Okay, so this is pretty important. I wanted to get a chance to show you the in-between. So the in-between is like a pocket world, to my knowledge. It's like a... It's the in-between. So this is how you bridge universes, to my knowledge. And it plays out very... Whoa.
Where are we? This is the weirdest place I've ever seen. And Maya? I can see you.
Yes, we can see you. In all of your plugged up glory. Look at all the little like plugs and jacks and stuff on her.
We saw this place through the lens in the hyperworld, but I didn't think it was real. I've never heard of anything like it.
That's so cool. Let's explore. We need to figure it out.
You say that now, but what you don't understand is danger is afoot. And I will slay all who get in the way. Ow, 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 ow. This body is blocking me. I am being body blocked by a body. Yo, don't do that. Have a heart, have a soul. It's still good, but it's no laser cannon. I should have shot my laser cannon, actually. I didn't fire it. I have rewards. So I can get health, and we can see the pathways. How come some pathways are red and some are green? I don't understand that. That's something I don't get. Orbs, health... So if I take any of the side paths, I can't get health towards the end. But I do kind of want orbs. And this can lead me to... I don't know what that is. Above the orbs? I kind of want it... Nah. I want orbs. And there were 2 skulls on there, so I'm assuming that's the difficulty of the area. Hello, sir. Are you still down here trying to shoot? Dude. The ground is not meant to be whoa. Not meant to be walked on, sir. It crumbles. It crumbles beneath our every step. Now, was this guy still over here alive? He is! Not for long. I'm gonna go invisible. I'm gonna activate my swords. I'm gonna bully a dude. Who are you aiming at? Where are you aiming? Ow! Oi! Alright, sniper rifle, buddy. Okay, that guy's thick! Wait, did the other guy fall into the... I must have knocked the weird T-Rex butt-looking thing into the hole. Oh, hell yeah. There we go. 15 orbs? That's a lot of orbs, dude. So weapon amplifiers. That's what it is. Nah, give me the amplifiers. I don't need a weapon right now. I'm doing great damage. If the fact that this thing is automatically critting means I'm having that 20% chance to slay happen very frequently. Oh, get busted up, dude. No. Dude. Nah, it's too good. It's too good. The build is too good. Open this. You watch it somehow fall apart to like the stupidest thing. Spawn a damaging shockwave whenever cooldown ends. We do have more things that we can do cooldown wise. 20% bonus to healing. Any healing items you find or use. Considering our healing items heal for a ton and over time, that'd be pretty strong. But if I get volatile strikes, I get my latest and greatest orange one locked in. 50% chance to explode and do fire damage nearby. I mean, yeah, just give me the synergy. I want to see what the upgrade is. Multi-kill enhancer. Defeating multiple enemies simultaneously increases damage for a short time. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm gonna slay rooms, dude. A dual amplifier. I see spikes, so I'm assuming this is a trap room. It's going to, yeah, test my platforming abilities. I love the crumbly floor. Look at that, dude. That looks really nice. Oh, it's an elevator. It's a moving platform, an escalator, a travelator. Yeah. I land on that, and then I'm assuming, oh, I see the glowy circle. Tell me to go up here. Here we go. Your base damage is increased when at 25% life or less. While you have an ability on cooldown, your crit chance is increased by 10%. Pretty good. Getting hurt temporarily increases your base damage by 10%. Alright, so at least 2 of these will increase the red, which I'm happy about. This one helps boost the green. This one helps boost the limey green kind of color. So this one helps when I'm almost close to like being dead, which is okay, but this one at least helps more often, so I'll go with this one first. I feel like getting tagged once here and there is far more likely than me going down to low. Like, once I'm close to dead, I might just die. Overworld Harmonizer, Hyperworld Harmonizer. Right, so I can choose to go back into the overworld or jump completely over into the hyperworld. Which I don't really want to... I kind of want to stick with the overworld. That's where I started, right? I think. I might be wrong on that. Doesn't matter. Wave Bash. Bash through grapple points and enemies, knocking them back. 155 damage, excuse you? I got a new skill. No targets in range. Oh. Neat! I like that. So... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where do I go next? Break that. Zip in here. There we go. And then fall down. Oh, dear. Boss room? Oh, it is a boss room. Hello! Who we have? Oh, you're pretty! Wait, you got a dress!
Filthy engineers. I knew you would stop at nothing to recapture this machine. So I came here to stop you myself. You
myself.
Over the whole of the multiverse, and we will never let you have it. Prepare to be destroyed.
I don't know, I think two-faced, multi-clawed, dressed up factory robot here is pretty cool. I like you. I like you. Oh. Oh, you're gonna make this... I could have dodged that. Oh, you like to do this kind of stuff. I get it, I get it. She doesn't freeze. Dude, she doesn't freeze. Oh my god. She doesn't freeze! Oh, I didn't. I might want to pop this heal and get the healing effect active now. There we go, there we go. There. Oh. She's splitting in two! Oh, that's bad. 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 Hang on. If I grapple, I can... Ah! No. No. Oi. Oh, dear. Ow, ow. Wait, if I go invisible... They don't care. They don't care. Oi! Lady. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. You're a tough one. I don't like that. Okay. No, she's so close. Nah! Damn it! I feel like that was a pretty damn good run. I mean, you can see if I press square, I can change difficulty if I want. It's like, was it too much? Nah, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Hub World!
Whoa. Where am I? What is this? I thought...
You were dying, so you were recalled here. Essentially, you're back to the way you were when I first linked with you.
Nice.
So where is here?
This is the Citadel. Sort of the origin point of the multiverse.
The
Take a look
multiverse.
around. I should be around here somewhere too. If you want to take a look, our other selves are already here in the recall pods behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well... Are they okay? They look like they're not really here. Almost like holograms.
They're fine. There can't be more than one of us in the same place at the same time, so they're in stasis. Kind of like me.
I guess it would be a little bit too easy. They just sent all the Mayas out together. So we have Naira over here that we fused with. I'm Altara. And then we have Kara. Yay! And you can even see, I've done a bad job of showing you that there, but you can see their starting loadout, and that does change. Their starting loadouts aren't the same every time, but they can. See, for example, she's got a dual blade here, and we never saw a dual blade at all. But Kara has a very cool design. She's kind of like the warrior type, I want to say. She starts with 2 melee weapons, a big heavy katana and a short sword. Just happens to be what we find right now. And we can run around this nice hub space. Now, first things first, Kara does not have a double jump. Her air dodge is a little bit, I want to say floatier and not quite as quick. She's just like deliberately meant to be a little bit slower to kind of keep in line with the fact that she's the heavy bruiser kind of character of the group. So when you get a chance to fuse, picking one of the others, like Naira or Altara, just whichever one you want, because I'm pretty sure they both give you double jump, is very handy for her mobility. Hello there! Are you another me?
Must be Kara. Wow. You all three look so much alike. Hi, I'm Sindara, Maya's partner. I'm in charge of guarding her physical body.
Okay.
So that's Maya. We do look alike. Weird. How does it work?
Yeah, if you notice, even Kara's voice sounds different. They've all got different speech mannerisms and patterns, different tones, different inflections to try and, you know, get across the idea that even though they're all the same, their different upbringings and different universes have caused them to go in different paths. You know, a little butterfly effect happening right here. Now, I can talk to... Look at this animation, look. She's sneaking, dude. She's on a mission. She's sneaking. So if I talk to Maya's body here, we have psychic augments. Now, this is like your permanent stat upgrade, one of the permanent stat upgrade features that you have for meta progression and building yourself, because it's not too linear, so to speak. It's not, you know, pick option 1, 2, 3, and 4, build up through the tiers. No, we have choices here because, and for the first time, I'm gonna try and articulate this on the first try, but I may not get it over exactly right. On the right of each option here, like final stand, the number 5 is on the right, extra health, the number 4 is on the right. In the center, in the top, active augmented slots, 0 out of 20. You can have any combination of these as you want until you get out of, you know, up to 20, or until you can no longer fit any. So if I take quick rest and put that one in, it's 8, so I can then fit 12 more. I could do a 5 and a 4 with final stand and extra health, but then I'm not... It's going to get tight, because what's going to happen is I'm going to unlock extra psychic augments with regain, which gives me some life back when I strike enemies after I've recently lost life, and then resurrection, which is super important, as you would all understand. Eventually, I'm not going to be able to fit any more in. That's why in the middle, you can see unlock more slots with 15 more of the chips. So the blue orbs are what allow you to activate these slots in the first place, and the yellow chips are what help you unlock more of them and get more leniency with your builds. Because of this, you can kind of pick and choose whatever you want for your your loadout and make yourself more tailored towards how you like to play the game. So do you like critting a lot? Well, you can have more base crit chance. Do you want a more tanky build? Start with a bit more life. Have damage resistance when you get to low life. Have quick rest, which is if you are below a quarter of your max life at the end of a level, you start with your health set to 25% immediately. So if you finish a room and you're on 2 life, don't worry about it. You get to the next level, and you're back to at least 25%. It's a nice little help out right there. I personally like the look of Regain and Resurrection, which is why they're locked behind upgrades, and I can't get them straight away. So with my 54, I can get a few things here. I kind of want to get Final Stand and lock that one in so that I can get a little bit more defense when I'm getting low on life. Maybe some extra health to start with. Yeah. I'll do those two for now. While I could get more, I'm not going to get more just yet because there's something else that I can see that I can get. And if I press and hold in my L2, I can see the big cog here of places I can teleport to if I want. So I can also check here all of my amplifiers, and I can see what I've had, what I haven't had, or, you know, all the spaces I've never had before, and see all of the massive upgrades. So we had Rampage, and we unlocked the delayed reward before. Oh, wait, defense wait, I can actually see the categories too. Offense, health. These were defense. Ah, there's less of them too. Termination. Ah, okay, so for killing enemies you gain special perks. That makes sense, that makes sense. Resources, so my money. I need to go more into money and resources next. Dash, that makes sense. Crit chance, that makes sense. And abilities, that also makes sense. So it looks like there's, what's that, 8 total categories for amplification. All quite varied and all with a lot of stuff that you can benefit. Relin over here worries about difficulty. I would chat with everyone, but I don't want to hold up too much time. I'm sorry, Isaac, but I'm going to just go straight into combat ability upgrade, because what this one lets me do is purchase all of what you would expect come from long-term meta progression upgrades, like having, for example, a weapon upgrade station right before your boss encounters, or a shop right before your boss encounters, the ability to re-roll your amplifier choices, maybe the ability to dismantle leftover weapons, which I'm going to take immediately because that's really handy for economy and getting more money, which means I can buy more stuff, which is just, you know, good. Weapons get more perks at level 6 and above, and then more perks at 9 and above. We have extra damage to staggered enemies, build more energy when you're doing air combos, a ground smash, which I'm 1 orb short of getting, which it's cheap because it's meant to be gotten early, but I really want to dismantle weapons, and I'm 1 orb short, and I feel horrible about that. Extra damage if you perfectly charge. Extra knockback on perfect charge. Upgrades the teleporter drone to cause a small explosion at the destination, so if you use the teleporter drone and you just appear where a target is, you might do a bit of damage to them. That's pretty cool. Teleport drone to create a trail of energy that damages enemies when teleporting, so you can even just create a line between you and the opponent, do a little blinky through them and do damage. There's a lot of cool stuff here, dude. And is the reason why you might want to take a lot more orbs and maybe not as many chips, because so far chips are used, but there's a lot of use cases for orbs. The tutorial section, where you can get an incredibly detailed breakdown on all the things that you don't understand yet, like how the amplifiers work, how your power level works. It's even highlighting it right there for me. I didn't even need to tell you about it. The game does a great job of showing you. Fusing your counter cells. Now, this might teach me something. Fusing 2 of your counter cells together will grant you access to both of their available abilities, weapons, and traversal tools for the rest of your attempt. But I have to call it there before I get stuck in the just one more loophole, and I will never get out, and I'll never get this video done, so I have to call it here. I'm very impressed with what they've managed to do here. The name Trinity Fusion isn't just, you know, a cool name for the sake of it. Fusing characters together is a really cool idea and a really good way to implement your mechanics in a roguelite setting when you have different characters that naturally find different weapons and item types. It means that regardless of what kind of player you are, and especially the fact that all 3 of these characters are available right out the box, right? You don't have to go unlocking new characters and upgrading this just to get different playstyles. They're all there right from the start. And if you want to, you can fuse them together and make the best of every world. So I highly recommend, all right? I highly recommend. Another massive thank you goes out to the entire team behind Trinity Fusion for giving me the chance to show you this as soon as possible on day 1 of its full release. Once again, check out the description below if you want to go and take a look for yourself on Steam. But with all of that said and done, I've got to get out of here. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Another big thank you to the team again for letting me do this. And I will see you all next time. Have a good one.